tried all the multiple examples? Both of you yesterday. Yeah. Next example is example to delete a record from EMP table based on selected employee number. Based on selected employee number means we have to use which control?
Drop down control.
Yes. We have to use the drop down list control. Okay, right. Drop down list. Okay, so let's go for this is a operation of perform when user click the delete button, the selected record has to be deleted. Okay, right. So in this also same, right? You should have like first model code, second right controller code, third view code we have to write. Only one thing is in this we need to like view low, we should have drop down list control. Go to model. In model, what you required only employee number. Don't you require employee name?
No.
Employee salary is not required, only employee number. And coming to selected employee number and delete. And let's say just update the method. Delete. Delete EMP. Where
EMP and move.
Right. Okay, now that's it. This is the update in the model code. Have you updated?
Yes.
Hello. Next, coming to controller. Controller, the second condition is not required. Not required. And coming to here, this is not required. And here, right, we have to method. What is the method? Delete.
Delete EMP.
Delete EMP. And coming to the index, like means as well as it is not text box now, it is drop down list, right? Drop down list means here in a controller.
We have to bind it.
1 minute. We have to bind employee numbers, correct? First, we have to bind employee numbers. Employee numbers has to bind to the drop down list. That is, first we will write one action method called non-action method. Non-action method, right? Right. Forward EMP, and this is the object of your
Model class.
Model class. EMP. What is that class name? EMP model, I think. EMP model.
We have to use that namespace then.
1 minute. Importing MVC insert example new model. Right. Yes. It is imported, right?
Yes.
EMP model. OBJ model equal to new
employee.
And here we have to import data. System.data is required using system.data. I think for this we need to write the, even though model code also we need to update. We need to get bind EMP table, EMP numbers we have to get. So in model also we need to write one more method. Model also, we need to get one more, we need to write one more method. For model also, we have to import using system.data. System.data, and here we need, and we'll do one thing, connection string will declare in the class level. Class level. When you declare in web.config, then that is called global. Now it is declaring only in class level. Class level. Okay, right. And command object also I'm declaring in class level. SQL command CMD. Select EMPNO from EMP, right? Okay, this is getting the employee numbers and from EMP table returning as a data table. Okay, this one we have to do because in the view we will have drop down list. Coming to the controller and right forward whatever employee numbers we are getting, that we have to return to the view. Obj model dot get EMP, right. EMP IDs. EMP IDs means in the model we have any EMP ID, not EMP ID. Instead of that, we have to write the column name. What is the column name of the table? EMPNO. EMPNO. And this is the drop down list ID. This is the drop down list ID. Finally, what is happening in the forward EMP method? It is creating one model object and obj model dot get EMP. Get EMP method will be calling, and get EMP method is returning EMP table with only employee numbers. Those employee numbers are holding by my DT. Okay, right? Now here in my list, you are creating my list object. In my list object, my DT dot table dot rows of 0th first employee number storing into NO. Like that, finally for loop will is going to add all the employee numbers to the list object. Right. Are you clear? Yes. Now, right. Next, after that, drop down list. Finally, where you are calling this method, guys? Forward EMP method is calling by the first action method.
Index.
First action method, by default action method. By default action method. Okay. So what is the role of, what is this action method? First, it is creating model object. Second, here what is happening?
We are calling that method EMP method.
Get EMP method will return employee numbers of the EMP table. For example, 3 records: 111, 222, 333. That is storing into my data, my DT data table object. Now we are creating list object and my DT table object dot rows of I0 and employee number 111 stored into NO. That will be adding to my list object. Like that, for loop will execute how many iterations?
3 times.
In 3 iterations, the 3 employee numbers will be storing into my list object. So new select list, because drop down list type is select list. My list contains 3 employee numbers that we are passing to the new select list object, because drop down list type is it will hold the select list items, holding by complete data by view data. Now view data is going to have how many items? 3 items. View data will be holding 111, 222, 333. If the table has 3 records. Okay, once right now it has only 2 records, so 2 records is holding by view data. So that forward EMP method is calling within the first action method, default action method. So whenever your page is loading first time, that employee numbers are returning to the drop down list. Clear? Yes. Now coming to whenever you click the delete button, second action method will execute. In second action method, we have to verify the drop down list is selected or not. Drop down list is because drop down list contain multiple items. Select and as well as 111 as well as 222. But there is a chance that user may select also. That is the reason here we are verifying whether user is selected, select or not. Validation. Okay, here instead of text box, we are verifying the drop down list. We are verifying if drop emp list equal to empty. Okay, then forward emp, again it will call. Then there it will load the page and it will verify the error message. It will verify the validation error message. Return view of index. Coming to else. In else part, creating employee model object again. This time you required what? Employee number. But employee number coming to is available in the text box or drop down list. Hello.
Drop down list.
That's why you have to write the code to get the employee number from drop down list, not from text box. Not from text box. Okay, employee number from drop down list. Okay, right. Now, yeah. Right. Now emp obj dot delete. Emp obj dot delete. So yeah, delete emp. The remaining story will be same. Remaining story will be same. Okay, return view of index. But before returning, just calling the forward emp method. It is not compulsory. Forward emp method. Okay, right. Next, return view of index. This is which code? Controller code. Have we written model code by all the guys? Model. Otherwise, I'll copy the model code. I'll copy the model code. Right. Yes. Right. Next, coming to controller code. Right. Controller code. Now coming to view. View code. Hello. Coming to view code. Coming to view. Right. Validation for a drop down list. Validation for drop down list. String delete ENO request. So like same story. Here we are using one variable like delete MSE instead of the delete ENO. Please select if you are selected drop down list first item, it will give the error message. Yes, if view data of delete not equal to null. What is this? We'll see here. What is the name you have given for view data? Drop emp list. Okay. Here view data of I. Here also view data of delete. Instead of delete, we'll say I. Okay, right. Here also view data of I. Okay, delete MSC. Delete MSC means here we need one more variable. What is the variable? String delete MSC equal to empty. Right, equal to empty. Right, delete MSC equal to empty. Okay, yeah. Right. So this is the razor code. I'm giving you the razor code here. Right. Just check this razor code, all of you. Yeah, received a razor code. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now we have to update the view code. Div code. Div code means we have to update complete not text box. Instead of that, we have to write the which code drop down list code. Instead of text box, employee number will be in the drop down list. Right. Select employee number, drop down list, and select label. Right. Right. Over this is raise like drop down list code. This drop down list code, design code also I'm sending to you guys. Right. Hello. Hello. Right. Updated. Updated. All of you updated. Have you updated your code, guys? Yeah. Now run the application. All of you. Yeah. Hello. Is it working? Hello. Right. Is it working, guys? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is it working?
No, it is giving their exception.
Okay. What exception? Right. If it is giving any typecasting error, there is a chance that it may give you the typecasting error at the time of binding the drop-down list items. Same, select list like that. Hello?
Yes.
Yeah, just drop-down list items place, it will give you the error. Any observe that any ID you are giving same ID, drop EMP list and controller, drop EMP list. Same. Okay. Same. Typecasting error. Hmm. Check that. Resolve it. We'll do one thing.